Hello football coaches and football players. Today I'm going to give you some 5-on-5 flag football plays that you can use if you're going up against a slower team than yourself, or if you're just inherently faster than the other teams that you're playing against. On this channel I show you football plays, drills, and skills, so if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these 5-on-5 flag football plays. Okay, so what you really want to do is run the football a lot. And that's because you're going to be faster than the other team. So you want to be able to run a ton and make them run a ton, because it will slow them down even more, especially if they're not very fast. So what we're going to do is have player 1 get the ball, and we're going to have player 3, 5, and 4 all running straight down the field, and they're going to try and outrun their opponent. Player 1 is going to be looking for those 3 players downfield, and then we're also going to be having player 2 curl up at the 5-yard line and curl across. That way, if these 3 players are not open and we miscalled this play, and the other team is actually quite quick, we will have player 2 as a backup cutting across the field. One of these 4 players should be open, especially if you're going up against a team that you thought was slower than yourself. Now, if the other team is running a 3-2 zone, this is going to be another play that you're going to absolutely love. First, player 1 gets the ball. We're going to have player 2 and 4. They're going to be curling across the field at the 5-yard line. If you're a much faster team and you know this, you could go at the 10-yard line. We're going to have player 5 cut down straight downfield, and then we're also going to be having player 3 cutting downfield as well. And what we're hoping for is for player 2's defender, if they're playing a zone, to pop down to guard him, especially if player 1 does a pump fake to him, so that now player 3 should be wide open downfield. Now, player 5, especially if the team is a lot slower, he could be looking downfield as well. But basically we have player 4 and 2 drawing the outer defense in, hoping that it's only for a short pass, but in reality we're going for the long pass. Now, if they're playing a 2-1-2 zone, what we're going to be looking to do now is, again, looking for the outside. And how we're going to do that is we will have player 3 and player 2. They're going to be going straight upfield at the 10-yard line and cutting in towards the middle. And then what we're going to be having is player 5. He is going to be running up about 5 to 10 yards, and he's going to be cutting back down to the 45-degree angle left or right, depending on what his defender is doing. Next, we're going to be having player 4. He is going to be running on the outside and then up the sideline. And what we're hoping for is for the defense to collapse into the middle so that player 4 can be open along the sideline. Our backup option is player 5 cutting down one side or left or right. Now, in this next play I'm going to show you, we're going to be having players 3 and 2 sprinting downfield, and then we're going to be having player 5 also sprinting down 10 to 15 yards, and he's going to be cutting left or right depending on what his defender is doing. Next, we're going to be having player 4 doing almost the exact same thing as player 5. However, he's going up 5 to 10 yards, and he's going to be looking to go left or right depending on what his defender is doing. He's not cutting back down, he is cutting left or right. Now, if we're going up against a man-type defense, this next and final play is a very strong play to run. We're going to be having player 3 curling up at the 15-yard line. We're going to be having player 4 curling at the 10-yard line and player 2 curling at the 5-yard line. This should draw all the defense over towards the right side, which will free up player 5 to cut out just past the line of scrimmage across the field, and he will be our number 1 option. And what we're hoping for is for player 5 to receive the ball somewhere around midfield, so that he can continue running up the left side. This way, the defense is all isolated on this side. We have a player cutting across who can now run up that left side. I hope that these football plays help your team win more games. If they do, let us know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys again in our next video.